So welcome everybody to Homeboi Photography. Today we're going to be talking about doing a specific types of videos at night. And for one, if you are afraid of spiders and you're not willing to face those fears, you can skip this video. So for those that are going to stick around, brave men and women, this right here is the macro lens that I like using. This is a Tokina, very sharp, very colorful lens. So this is the macro 100 millimeter f2.8, and this bad boy is great for insects. So you don't want to use a macro lens that is very short, because you would have to get up close and personal with certain insects and you can scare them away. So if you're, let's say for example, trying to get bumblebees or butterflies, the more reach your lens has, the less of a chance you might frighten an insect and make it fly away. So definitely keep that in mind. I would say 85 millimeter and above I would definitely recommend, but I love this 100 millimeter here. It has some weight to it, so keep that in mind. If you're gonna find out where all the action's at night, and if you want to record night video, I would definitely recommend you to check this out. Don't recommend you having a headlamp. If you have a headlamp, you're attracting the insects to your eyes, to your face. You just, it's going to be the worst experience. So I don't recommend that. So this is the light that I use. You can use a different one, but I definitely recommend something potent that lasts quite some time. I bought this at Best Buy. It's the Platinum PT DVL 308C2. And just to show you how powerful this thing is, right now it's at the lowest setting. I apologize if that was too bright, but you can make it brighter. Based on how strong you have it will depend on how much battery power you have, so having spare batteries definitely comes in hand. And I'll be honest, the battery that came with it, actually it came with two batteries and they died the same week. So I was bummed out. I thought this was going to go to the trash. It was useful for a week. But I ended up buying a third-party company battery for Sony, which is Castar lithium-ion battery. It's the NP F550/570, 7.4 volt, 2900 milliamps, or mAh. I'm not an expert on that. 21 WH. And this worked out way better than the ones that came with it. This was a little bit more potent. The 2900 was a little bit higher than what the original had. But this has actually lasted quite some time, so I got my money's worth with that. So to the company that makes that, thank you. If you're shooting insect photography, I definitely recommend you to have a monopod. I would recommend that you just try to keep it very subtle with any type of stabilizing software. It's not always perfect and it could actually ruin the video, especially if you have a macro shot, and as is, a little bit of movement can get you out of focus. So trying to stabilize that is just going to make it worse. So I don't recommend it. The video I did, it's tough to stay in focus as is, but I didn't want to stabilize the video and make it worse. So none of the videos there is stabilized, and obviously I'm not using the image stabilizing hardware like a gimbal of some sort. So it's as natural as you can make it with the feel of it being handheld. If you're going to be in the forest, I would recommend a monopod that does not have a tripod leg of some sort. So something like this, I don't recommend it unless it's a clean path. But if you're not going to be in a clean path, I'm not talking about a hiking path. If you're deep in the forest, this gets stuck on, roots and leaves and branches, and it's just annoying. You end up tripping on things, and it's just really this just capturing everything. So this is not useful when it comes to that. So luckily this one you can take it off, and it came with a like a rubber foot that you can put on here, so that way things don't get stuck inside. I would recommend you to use it that way, so that way you can just set it down, pivot it, and be able to do your angles and adjusting your video and everything, and you'll be good to go. And that would be as stable as you can get without some sort of gimbal or image stabilizer. But if you're deep in the forest at night in the complete dark, you don't want to have so much weight on you. Shooting macros is very hard. For one, especially if it's windy. not only are you going out of focus every now and then, but so is the insects that you're taking videos of as the wind takes it. So for example, spider web, let's say you're shooting a video of an orb weaver, the wind is moving it, and so it's swaying back and forth in and out of focus, and you're also moving in and out of focus as well. So having a monopod definitely helps, rather than just doing the standalone handheld, especially if you have a lens that has quite some weight. This Tokina has quite some weight, so you have to keep that in mind when you're just holding something handheld and trying to make a stable video or take pictures. Plus, if you're adding the weight of this, the weight of your camera, and the weight of this, it adds up quite fast. So you definitely want to have the monopod on hand so you can be able to lay it down and lean on it and pivot as you're recording and doing your work. So that's really it. If you're ever planning on doing that, keep in mind it gets cold at night, and keep in mind that it's something where I wouldn't recommend you to do it on your own. I'm crazy like that, so I've done it on my own. It gets scary in there, not gonna lie, but that's what I do. And sometimes I hear things in the bushes that seems to be quite big, and don't run. I wouldn't recommend you to run. The last thing you want to do is trip and then be on the ground. So if you hear something, just keep doing your work and just stay aware. Be safe, be prepared, be ready to just win. So that's all. If you guys have any questions on any of this gear, please let me know. I'll be posting some links at the bottom of the description so you can be able to see what exact gear I used to make both this review as well as the video of the spiders. So thank you for watching, and if you guys have any questions on either the video side or even Spider World, the arachnid side, let me know. I'll be more than happy to help you guys out and answer as many questions as I possibly can. And if I personally don't know the answers to it, I will do research and find it out, and I'll let you know. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And if you're afraid of spiders, get ready.